All right. Hello, audience. My name is Alberto Absun, and this is my speech presentation. As the speaker of this presentation, my goal is to imprint a message in your heads. As the audience, what do you have to do to receive this message? Can you tell me?
Listen.
Listen. Okay. Anything else?
Analyze.
Analyze. Those are good.
What you're saying?
So, is listening and hearing the same thing?
No.
No? What's the difference between listening and hearing?
Well, hearing is just, you're just passively, hearing stuff. But you're not actually, thinking about what is being said.
Great. You hit it right on the dot. So, hearing and listening are not the same thing, like you said. Hearing is a physiological process, and listening is a complex, effective, cognitive, and behavioral process. So, in a nutshell, when we are listening, we are motivated to get the message. We process the meaning in our heads, like you said, and we respond to it verbal or non-verbal sometimes with questions or facial expressions.
Hi.
Patience. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
All right, guys, so this speech is going to be about a public service campaign called Pass It On. Pass it on, Orlando. Pass it on. So just as the title says, you pass it on, right? So Pass It On is a nonprofit organization that's main purpose is to send meaningful messages that appeal to the world. These messages are shared with the sole purpose to remind the world of its values and to pass on good moral characteristics. In order for this organization to be successful in its goal, they need to be good listeners, right? In order to be good listeners, they need to possess three things. Those are being active listeners, they need to evaluate, and they need to be effective on their response, right? So can someone describe an active listener? Can you describe an active listener?
Describe an active listener.
Yes.
Attentive.
Attentive, okay. Anything else that you guys would like to add on that? No? Okay, so how does this organization become an active listener, right? So this organization becomes an active listener because it promotes these messages in websites like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and they form active listening, right? With those websites. They pretty much promote it, people see it, and now they evaluate on the reaction of people. They also promote their messages on billboards, commercials, as you saw today, and stories on influencers, right? So secondly, how do they evaluate and analyze effectiveness?
Maybe surveys or polls or checking views.
Yeah, exactly. So Pass It On uses, like I said, Instagram. We just use Instagram as one example. And they might post a quote, and how they're going to analyze it is maybe how many likes they get. The more likes they get, then they can say they're being effective. They're on people, right? So third, how do you provide feedback? How do you provide feedback on a communication with Omar? How do you provide feedback?
Direct feedback.
Direct feedback?
Yeah, so reach out.
All right. And so how would this organization give feedback?
either unsolicited, where someone reaches out to them, or they reach out to maybe somebody that shared
Yeah.
something.
So perfect. Since it is a nonprofit, they do take donations, and of course, if they're taking donations, that means that they're having impact on somebody, right?
Right.
Right. So, in conclusion, we're here to cherish the people around us and listen to each other. Right, guys? Sometimes we probably forget about our friendship, our people next to us, and we don't tell them how much we love them. Furthermore, Pass It On cares about people's interest and acknowledge that human beings have great values. So next time that you find yourself with an opportunity to share a positive message, pursue to make someone's day better and remind them to pass it on.